just inside the 30. On to stop the safety, Troy Apke.
And there's a run to be happy with.
180. 53, Mike. Here we go. Slam. Alert.
That will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Nicholas, 66.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A nice little juke. Stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get that ball. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Ball trot.
Now Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Saints take over.
Let's go. At
their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, check. 59. Ready? Mike.
Now it's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Malik Jackson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Take both of them. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Say it.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play action. Now Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw on second and 10. Jackson, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
There's Jackson on third and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will swell the lead to 16. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run again on first down, Peterson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Quarter! Let's go!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll let this go in zone for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
No spacing. 77. Mike 55.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
All day, dog. Switch, switch, switch. Alert, alert.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Watch the edge. Out, 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 out. Kill, kill, kill. No go. Whip, solid, 5 down. 24. Hey, Zoo.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. Jack 16. Double, double.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on 1st down. Cook.
Watch the safety crease.
Absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. That burst good for 20 and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's checking,
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? 50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Take 2 of them.
check 50, check 50.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Man left, man left. 4 down.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger agreeing with a catch left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's checking Chris.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here. They'll run for it. Peterson. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Gostkowski, the extra point. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter of MetLife Stadium. And it was the Vikings able to take home the victory. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.